from our last episode of Steampunk Jungle: The Quest for the Sibling Stones. He had set his sights upon the oil jack pump in that region of the jungle because it was rumored to hold the largest amount of oil reserves in the jungle, and because there were no guardians to watch over it. I suspect that perhaps it was his group that set the fires near the temple pillars, but why? Then the whispers indicated that perhaps it was supposed to be a controlled burn-off that somehow got out of control.
Are you doing okay, child? You look as if you saw a mechanical wolf.
Needless to say, the thought of someone destroying Steampunk Jungle for the sake of building their business empire made me feel sick to the stomach, but then I received a mission. Well, as soon as I had made it to the waterfall and joined my friends, the whispers sent me to the region of the jungle where there was a huge disturbance. It was Arthur Castellanos and his crew who managed to set up camp near the unguarded oil jack pump, and soon they tapped into the large oil reserve and released several barrels of oil. It is hard to say exactly how much oil was released from the oil reserves below, but it came gushing out of the ground and covered nearly the entire area, including the jungle plants and leaves. They managed to turn on the old jack pump, but fortunately it did not work as they expected, but a pool of oil was collected in the area nonetheless.
Yes, it looks like we struck liquid gold. We're all gonna be filthy rich.
It would be some time before we arrived at the old jack pump because we wanted to wait and see what they were up to next. Also, Corvin mentioned about a species of dragonflies that feeds upon the metal that was part of their arsenal, the metal beasts that are being used to destroy the trees in the jungle. So we stopped by to see if they could come to our aid to frighten them away before we arrive, but I hope we are not too late. And just like clockwork, the dragonflies arrived on time and dispersed Arthur Castellanos and his crew away as they fled further into the jungle, thus leaving all of their equipment behind.
Where did all of these dragonflies come from? Look, they are even feeding upon our equipment. Let's get out of here.
In the meantime, my big sis and I just left Clockwork Hollow as we just portaled ourselves to our hangout spot looking for our friend, but she wasn't there. And I said to myself, I betcha she went looking for Arthur Castellanos.
Child, it looks like she didn't wait for us. Let's go before it's too late.